real quick to come down here. I'm going to put the chat on this phone because sometimes the damn like chat will end up translating to for me for something completely different. Literally wouldn't even make sense. Let me go and start this. See how this looks. Is it looking good or not? We're gonna unplug that phone because I hate when that phone does that. And then yeah, we're set pretty much. What is up, y'all? I feel like y'all are a little bit too close. Hold on. Let me set y'all a little bit more back. All right, oh, it looked better, but my shit started falling. Hold up. What the hell is going on? Why is it falling? What the heck? Oh, because this isn't in all the way. Oh no, it is in all the way. So what the hell? I don't know what was making that fall. All right, I think we fixed it now. I don't know. All my wires are kind of tangled. Maybe that's why. Let me untangle these wires. What's up? What's up? What's up? How are you guys today? How are y'all? I can't wait to end up getting into everything that we got for today. Hopefully this stream ends up going well. Hope you guys end up enjoying so far. I mean, it just started. We're about a minute in. But let me go make sure everything is set. I almost missed today's stream, y'all. I almost ended up missing today's stream. I was a little bit exhausted, and it actually is perfect though for what we're gonna eventually be getting into a little bit today. Which of course everybody knows with being a content creator, consistency is key, and sometimes, and of course, discipline is key as well. And sometimes you just got to keep pushing, even though you may not feel like it. Same thing with studying today. I didn't really want to study. I did it. You said, how is A plus studying going so far? It's going pretty good. There was a day where I did slack though, and I'm gonna have a YouTube video coming out about that later. I believe I have a second video coming first, and then the next one's gonna come. So, like I said, if y'all want to see this journey of me about to go and take the core 2 and different things like that, that's going to be fully documented in my YouTube videos if you guys want to go and see those, that type of stuff. But I will give mini updates, of course, on here as well. But it's definitely better when you can see it actually unfolding. But yes, I was studying earlier today, and what I was previously doing was, if I can pull it up on my laptop real quick, I believe I was getting into. Oh, yes. Okay, so it was some of the wrong questions that I ended up getting on this practice exam, and I pretty much wanted to write down exactly the key words and the differences for me to kind of understand why I got them wrong, why I got certain ones right. If I didn't know, I just guessed or something. And then I also was even doing it for the, what is it called? Like, what is it called? The scenario based questions. I've been breaking those down too, and how and what I know whether it would be, to either clear the cache or put up some antivirus or to restart something, right? Because one of the questions which was confusing, where was it at? Let me see, because this one was pretty good, and I was like, damn, I wish I got the answer right, but because one of the questions was something about, let me see, says regardless of what website Michelle types into her browser, she's being redirected to malwarescammers.com. What should Michelle do to fix this? Now, for some reason in my brain, I don't know why, but I immediately took that like there was malware on the system. So I put update the antivirus software and run a full system scan. Um, but what the answer really was to reset the web browser's proxy setting. So I'm trying to get myself to see many things like that and to fix it like before taking the actual exam. Because I'm telling you, I will get these damn questions wrong because it's like I should have known though. I should have known. So good luck. I took core 1 and I failed like twice, but passed on my third try, and I'm officially A plus certified. Hey, that's great, man. But that's another thing too, because I have a video coming out about that, about my biggest fear about taking the exam and failing. So we can get into that, but yeah, y'all will see that video. So the PBQs for core 2 are straightforward and I found them easy. That's kind of what I was thinking because I've been doing a little bit of like not specifically PBQ based questions, but I have seen some of them. And I was like, these ones are remotely easy. So I don't know if maybe some people could be overhyping it, but who knows? Because I never did a full deep dive PBQ study yet, which I really want to make sure that I do that before I take this exam. Like, no matter what, like, even if I start to slow down with my studying again because of my schedule, which luckily my schedule should end up should open up a little bit more, y'all. As of right now, I should eventually have 2 days off. So I'm gonna be working 5 days out the week, 2 days off, but I gotta wait. I don't know if it's next week or the week after, but whenever that happens, I should of course have more time to focus. So hopefully I'll be able to bring in the PBQs into my study sessions. You said I got core 1 July 3rd. I need to be studying with you, hell. LOL. No, yes. Yes, man, definitely come study with me, bro, because I definitely want to get this core too. It's all about getting these certs. So hi Mars, Mishtika this side from India. Hey, hello. And I'm from the US. Said, hey, what is up? Kailash, I think. I don't know. The name is a little bit blurred for me. Said, hi, will you shave your head on stream? If you got real guts. No, I wouldn't. I damn sure wouldn't. So most of the PBQs for Core 2 are all malware and containing them. Oh, okay, so then that should be relatively easy. Pretty much. That should be relatively easy because I feel like I know how to contain malware. I just think sometimes I get stuck on like which one is the best thing to do, which one's the first thing to do. So that's probably what I should focus on first, in a way. But it's like I know what to do. It's just I don't know what order everything should be going. Said, "Oh, hey, hello." Said, "Looking like not the Black Finding Nemo. Let's go." That's crazy work. Not the face either. Oh my goodness, what are you guys doing? No, but what is up, y'all? How are you guys today, bro? I forgot to open up. I got stuck in the CompTIA A plus talk. I forgot to open up my stream on my laptop real quick. So when that type of stuff happens, y'all know I'm gonna be on here for a little bit longer than normal. But if y'all are new here, make sure you guys end up hitting that like button. And if you guys just are chilling here, hit that like button because it pushes the stream out to other people. So I'll be super goaded if y'all could do that. And also, if y'all could share this, do whatever y'all got to do. So pray for me, my appointment as a teacher, please. My name is Vadim. I pray for you. That I don't know if you said it's an appointment, like, is it an interview? I pray that you can get in, man. So, but you do have to know the steps for the malware process is a seventh step, if I remember correctly. Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. It's like I feel like I just know it. I just don't know the order. Like that's my biggest thing. So I was like, I gotta make sure that I end up, excuse me, I gotta make sure that I end up learning that. Because like I said, I haven't tackled PBQs. Like I've mainly just been seeing stuff based on questions and then maybe like or well multiple choice questions. So I really need to start tackling the PBQs, man, because I heard that the PBQs are killer. Just because they cost a lot of points. So if you're sitting there and you're messing around, you're gonna be screwed. So I gotta just make sure that I prepare for that. But thank you for you telling me that it mainly is about malware because I'm not gonna lie, I probably wouldn't have even started there. I don't even know what I would have done. I think I just would have looked up Core 2 PBQs on YouTube. So you're super goaded for letting me know. So yeah, study the order because you will get questions about the order. Yes, yes. Cause that's like what I was just reading a little bit earlier, where it was like all of them are correct things to do, but specifically there's an order, and then there's certain things that will like certain keywords that will point to certain things you need to do for that. And it's like, it sucks because it's like everything in here would make sense. It's just you need to make sure it matches the keyword. That's what's tough about the exam. But I heard that Jason Dion's exams are a lot more harder than the actual exam, so I might just be over preparing. But I rather over prepare than under prepare simply because these exams cost a lot of fucking money. You know what I'm saying? Like, cause I'm not enrolled in college, so I don't have like a college Gmail, so I'm not able to get this exam for free. Like, I gotta come out of pocket $288 for the retake, and if I fail, trust and believe I'm not touching this exam until next year because ain't no way I'm about to pay for this exam again. Like, no, 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 it ain't happening. I'll pay for the retake, but I'm not paying for it back to back now because that's gonna be almost what, like 300, almost $400. 500 if I pay for another retake just to take the same exam. I'm like, I'd rather just be over prepared at that point, bro. I'm not failing. He said hi. He. You said you found the PBQs for Core One the hardest. Yeah, I could see it being harder for Core One. So hi, beautiful. Hello. Not he again. I can't believe I read that out loud. So can you look up the Titan Boa? So facts, I enrolled myself in an IT program and they paid me to take the A plus. Bro, why is your head small? Thank you. Actually, I'm really happy. A lot of people normally tell me that my head is big, so I'm excited that my head is small to you. So cute AF, no weird shit though. It's fine. It is fine. What are they looking up? You want me to look that up, but I feel like you're gonna show me something crazy. Oh, it's a big snake. It's the largest snake that ever lived. That's crazy. That is crazy. It looks nice. I looked it up for you. Said hello, what is up, soccer? What is up? What is up? But all right, let's get into what this video is about, right? This video is supposed to be about. So yeah, you are beautiful though. Thanks, Kareem. This video is about I'm starting to realize why some creators grow faster or grow fast in general, especially faster than others. You said I'm praying for your recovery, girl. I don't know recovery for what, but thanks for your prayers. You said, bro, why is your not head so small again? I don't know, man. I'm glad that my head is small though. I'm very happy about that. I'm very happy. I genuinely think my head is actually bigger. I don't know if you could see, I don't think you're seeing correctly, brother. I think my head might be a little bit bigger. He said, nothing much. What about you? Nothing much either, man. Just kind of doing my studies, hopping on stream. Just got to work. Today's my Friday, meaning I got tomorrow off. So I'm gonna be lit. So she might be, I thought you had cancer. And it's all good. It is all good. I wonder if people genuinely think that, or is that like a joke? Because you know how many people come in here and they say that? I'm like, do y'all actually think that? I think it's supposed to be a joke, right? I'm not sure. He said, what's your ethnicity?" I always get confused when people say that. Because I don't know. I just say that I'm black and Puerto Rican. I think ethnicity is supposed to be like what, like Hispanic and African American. I think that's how it's supposed to be. I'm not sure. So you're beautiful. Never mind the haters. Yes, at the end of the day, people are gonna hate. It's a vertical stream. It's just gonna happen. What would you do if a guy approached you asking for your number? I would say no, and I'll be like, I would think that they're strange. I'd be like, no, brother. I'm so happy that's never happened to me before. I've seen like girls actually get like catcalled, and I'm like, I would hate if that was like my life. You said, "No, I couldn't see your hair for real." Oh, okay, so some people actually believe it. Okay, I just wanted to know because I'm like, people become in here a lot, and I'm just like, I wonder why people just think that from the top. Like, I don't know. You said, I don't know what that is. You said something champion. I don't know if that's a soccer team. You said you're Muslim. That's dope. Hello, Cold Master. Hello. But all right, let me get a little bit into this. What was this stream about again? Oh, I'm starting to realize why some creators grow faster. Because I've been thinking about this lately, and I don't think I fully understand. Or what was I gonna say? And I don't think I fully understood it when I first started YouTube, but the more videos I make, the more streams I do, the more creators that I watch, I'm starting to notice a pattern. Specifically, a pattern where people are growing YouTube wise. He said Professor Messer helped you a lot for the A plus. Yes, he's definitely been helped. He helped me too for a lot of the things that I've learned. He said, "Have you ever watched the UFC fight?" No, I have not. But the more videos oh, wait, I already read that. My fault. Or I already got into that. My fault. Um, and it's this. Some creators don't grow because or some creators grow, but it's not because they're the best, right? Some creators don't grow because they're the best, right? Like it could go either way. They grow because they understand something a lot of people miss. And I want to talk about that today. There's a secret key to what can build a YouTube channel. Now, granted, I'm not the best at it. I'm still a small creator, but something that I have been noticing and something I'm gonna see if and start trying to implement into my content, which is simply just key to the growth of a YouTube channel. Because I know when people talk about YouTube growth, the first thing that comes to mind is they think editing, thumbnails, consistency, upload schedule, all that type of stuff. And yeah, those things definitely matter, but I don't think that's the real reason why some people grow faster than others. Because I've seen creators with average editing grow, I've seen creators with a basic thumbnail grow, I've seen really talented creators stay stuck for months and even years. So something else is going on. And we have seen that before too, where like I remember I came across someone who was really good with the camera, really good with cinematic edits, and surprisingly their channel was still pretty much like around the same space that mine was. So one thing I started to notice is that fast growing creators don't always have to be perfect. They focus on being interesting, right? And so there's a key difference. They're not focusing on the quality of their YouTube channel, they're focusing on what is interesting to thy person, what is going to make the person click. Because perfection tries to avoid mistakes, but interest is what creates attention. And attention is what actually pushes content. Now, I'm one of those people where I know attention is what can get content. Or is what can grow in views, is what can grow your channel. But I have never been the type of person where I'm gonna do something immorally for attention or do something that's just not in my character for attention. And that's why there is a lot of content creators now who do the type of content which I don't crap on, but it's just not the type of content I'm interested in doing in the sense of like creating it on my own channel. I wouldn't mind, of course, if they had different that type of things to do. We could, we could participate, but I wouldn't necessarily do those things and try to grow my channel that way. But you see these channels nowadays where they do always have a female or a pretty female in the thumbnail, pretty female doing this, doing that, and it's because that's what grabs attention. Sometimes you'll see people, there's a bunch of people on these vertical lives that are doing things that are attention grabbing, and it's like quick, like the thing where they're like, they're pushing a button and then the fucking toy is supposed to slam on them and it has the needles or whatever. Like, I don't know. They never get their fucking hand slammed in, but what they're doing is they're trying to get attention and it's quick attention and they get it every single time because attention is key. That's why you see a lot of people doing crazy shit on YouTube because once you could get someone's attention or multiple people's attention, you're literally up from there. So the biggest difference between creators who grow fast and creators who stay stuck isn't skill, it is not editing, it is not consistency, it's whether or not people care about what they're watching or not, right? And that sounds simple, but it's actually harder than people think. Because when I figured this out, you would think, right, that like, okay, so why isn't the channel have grown if you know the key, you know what to do? Well, for me, like I said, is that there's just certain things I'm not willing to go and do because I don't think that's how I want my content to be. I wouldn't do things that I think aren't right or aren't okay just for views. I would want to actually build a community that will be here for me, but in the sense of seeing growth and wanting to all grow together. I'm gonna read a couple of comments real quick because I know y'all been commenting. You said, have you ever watch UFC fight? I don't know if you have a specific fight or you just mean a fight in general, but I have seen UFC fights. So have you ever? Oh, I read that. So I consider you on a date instead of asking for your number. So streaming wise, if you can accept viewers and not ban them or kick them out as soon as they say something you don't like, you will do well. No facts. I actually agree with that. Hello, it says share it with us. So how are you? So as in being able to roll with the punches, no facts. I definitely agree with that 100%. Because there's some YouTubers who will, but guess what though? What people don't get or what people don't see is that when you're on a vertical live, right? And let's say somebody does come in and they say something disrespectful, if you sit there and you argue with that person back and forth, that is attention. You know what I mean? And that attention is going to continue to make more people send negative comments. And then when you keep arguing with them back and forth, it just grows. So there's some people who entertain negative comments just because they know. You know what I'm saying? Like they know their channel is gonna end up growing because they're getting that attention. But that's why I keep saying I wouldn't do something like that because to me that's just like negative. It's just negative. Like it's not something or how I would want to grow my channel. But it's still attention. It's still what is gonna make it grow. You said hi to my man. Hello. Oh wait. Oh hi to my man. My knee grows. What the hell? I don't even know. What the hell? I don't know. I'm gonna say hi to you. What's up, King? But no, yeah, so attention is huge on YouTube. And so like I said, it sounds simple, but because when you're a small creator, you naturally will think you need your videos to improve. And this is something that I currently was thinking about previously when I was trying to figure out making YouTube videos and stuff like that. Um when I was trying to figure out how to make YouTube videos and get my YouTube videos to do decent or do like popping or whatever, I feel like it was just I was too busy trying to focus on the editing style, how the video was gonna be presented, what the video was gonna say, what the script is. And then I realized, like, wait a second, that's not really that big of a deal in a sense. Like, yes, it's definitely needed, but it's not going to be what will make your video pop out. It still comes down to attention. But improving your videos doesn't always mean improving the idea. I think ideas are where most people get stuck without realizing it, right? Said, what is your size? 32. Oh, whoa, that's crazy work. So, oh my girl, how are you? I'm great, man. How are you? But for example, two videos can have the same effort. Let's say the same editing, same camera, same everything, but one can get 100 views, the other one can get 10,000 views, and people will assume that it's luck. But what I'm starting to notice is that it's usually not random. Yes, I do remember you, Mubin. But when I'm starting to oh wait, no. So it usually is because one idea makes people curious, right? So one idea can make people curious. It'll make them think like, oh, what could this be about? How are we gonna fix this? How is this gonna work? Is this something that I do not know? I'm from the USA. While the other one probably is just saying exactly what it is. So when you're getting right into the video, you already told everybody what your video was about by your title, maybe even by your thumbnail. And then possibly in the first minute of your video, you didn't create no curiosity. You didn't allow attention to have been received by people. So hello from Tahiti. Hello. So what it do? So good to see you again. Good to see you, man. So I look familiar. Ooh, so where do you remember me from? I have no idea. So minerals are a natural occurring inorganic chemical substance with definite chemical composition and an ordered atomic structure that could be studied, and I don't even know what the hell are we talking about, man? What are we talking about? Where do I look familiar from? Let me know. But and curiosity is something I think a lot of creators underestimate, because curiosity is what keeps someone watching, not quality alone, not effort alone. Curiosity. If someone clicks your video and immediately thinks, "What is this about? What happens next? What or why did this happen?" They will stay, right? And then on top of that, you have to be feeding them snacks, is what I like to call it, before giving them the meal. If you give them the meal too soon, they're gonna leave immediately. You gotta feed them something, something to latch onto, something that's gonna keep them staying as you're presenting your video or whatever you're saying, whatever you're getting into, and then give them the meal, and then boom. Like but it's gonna take a while. You're gonna have to continue to do it consistently, of course. But when you do it from that perspective of coming from curiosity and trying to get attention, hopefully positive attention. But if y'all want to do the negative attention shit, y'all can do that. But positive attention, definitely, that would be the way to go. But it takes consistency and it takes hard work, it takes dedication. Because having a YouTube channel isn't as easy as some people may think. And if you think it's easy, then you're probably not working hard enough towards it. But yeah, so you're saying if they don't feel, but if they don't feel that way, they'll leave. So another thing I've noticed is that fast growing creators don't always explain everything immediately. This is what I was just talking about. With they'll basically in the first 10 seconds give you a bit of a glimpse of what the video is about, but they're not going to give away the entire point. What I've noticed a lot with small creators and what I've noticed in my previous videos is that I will answer literally exactly what is making people curious in the first 10 to 30 seconds of my video. So you have to really just continue that and let it grow. You said, and then we got what they do is that they will leave room for questions. And I think that matters a lot more than people realize. When you make your videos, you have to think about what question are they currently asking? Let's say 1 minute in. What question could they be asking? Now, give them that. Though it may be a separate question, you give it to them. Now, 2 minutes in, you got to make them feel like they're asking a question and then you're answering it before they have to go comment it in the comments below. You get what I'm saying? Because then now it's like you're literally interacting with them in real time, in the real moment. And I think that matters a lot more than people realize, because if the viewer already knows everything in the first minute, there's literally no reason to stay. So the creators who grow the fastest aren't always the most skilled. They're usually the ones who make people curious enough to keep watching, and curiosity is what most small creators underestimate. And this isn't something that I literally just learned this, I want to say like a couple of weeks ago, or maybe like a couple months ago, but I wasn't really consistent with the curiosity. So I kind of want to see how far I could take it if I keep the curiosity going. Also, too, though, I feel like I'm kind of like in a crappy topic right now. Like, IT support is definitely a good thing to be going towards and pursuing, but it's not much of a good topic to really document on YouTube because not many people document it, except for when they're actually like hands on with some IT work. So what I'm kind of doing is in a new realm that no one's really doing on YouTube as of yet. And when you try to go into something super super new, as a small creator, it's probably not going to be popping yet. That's why sometimes you want something that's like not too many people are doing it, but there's a lot of people who are going to want to watch it. But I'm just currently doing what I would love to do, and I think some people would hope to find interesting. And I found an audience, it's just not a big one. But it's okay. I'd rather have a smaller audience that is loyal than to have a bigger audience that probably isn't going to sit here and watch my content because they probably just don't like one or two videos. But there's people on here who come to every live, who come to every video, who come to my 12-hour study streams. And I'm very grateful for that. And I would choose that over anything. Um, but yeah. So speaking facts like him too. He said, "Yo, rent cannot be this high." No, rent is definitely high. I'm shocked with rent. Rent is like, because I was looking for a two-bedroom apartment, because this one right here is a two-bedroom apartment, and I got this apartment at 1,004, I think like 3 years ago, which was pretty decent prices. Around here, you're not finding an 1,004 apartment even for a one bedroom. I'm like, damn. Like the most two, even if you're trying to go for a studio, it's like either 1,000 to 1,200 without utilities being included. I'm like, damn, just for a studio, I got this damn apartment at 1,004. Basically, if no utilities are included and I get 1,000, like that'll be like 1,003 ish for basically for a studio. I'm gonna be pissed at that point because I got this shit at 1,004. But eventually, though, I did want to move. I'm still like iffy on whether I'm gonna move this year or not. But I'm like, rent prices do be high, bro. They do be high, but all glory to God, man. Because if it wasn't for God, I wouldn't have been able to, because it all came out of nowhere. So we're gonna end up seeing. Said, all right, random question. If you could be anyone for one day, would you rather be a black Sydney Sweeney the hell? Or a white Jada Pinkett Smith? I genuinely don't know. I don't think I'd want to be either. I'll be myself. I'm black and Puerto Rican, so I'll just stay there. I don't want to be one or the other. So they'll grow the longer you stay on. No facts. A loyal audience like me. Yes, 100%. So grow your fan base. Not there's my sock. That's crazy. Are you talking about my hat, bro? I hope you're not talking about the hat, bro. That's crazy as hell. So are you black or white? I'm black and Puerto Rican. Um, but no, yeah. Okay, so sorry. That was actually really funny. I hope you're talking about my hat because that was funny as hell. But now I want to bring this back to my own experience because I'm not coming from a guru perspective. I'm saying this from actually uploading videos, from testing things, from seeing which topics do well, from seeing which things bring curiosity, which ones don't. Um, and these videos I've made is where I thought like there'll be times where I made videos where I'm like, damn, this video is gonna do well, and then it wouldn't do well. And then there'll be times where I'm like, okay, whatever, this video is gonna do crappy, but then the video actually did good. So then it's a little bit shocking because when you first start content creation, you're gonna run into moments like that, and you are going to think it's luck, or you are gonna think it's the algorithm. And sometimes it may be the algorithm, but sometimes if you pay attention to your content, you could see exactly what caused it to do good and what caused it not to do good. Instead of trying to think about like or guess about what made it do good, you can actually know if you review your own analytics, but you won't have analytics if you don't upload videos. So what I always tell small creators is upload videos. Like don't try to figure out the game beforehand because you're not going to know your algorithm. You're not going to know what people want to watch your videos until you test it. So, and then there were videos I almost didn't upload that ended up just doing better than expected. So when I look back at both, I noticed something. The difference wasn't effort, it was how much people cared in the first 10 to 30 seconds of my video, right? Hold on, my favorite question just got asked. I don't be having that. I gotta be having this on deck, yo. I keep forgetting. But yes. Oh, hold on. And I think that's what makes YouTube difficult for a lot of people because you could do everything right technically, right? Like you could be good at editing, good at thumbnails, good at topics, good at everything. But if the idea doesn't hook attention, nothing else matters. No editing could fix it. Not a better camera, not a better script, no consistency will fix it. No upload schedule would fix it. You need to have curiosity that hooks attention. And attention is the hardest fucking thing to do. Truly hard. Let me get a little bit back to the comments here. So hi girl, hello boy. So hi, nice to meet you. You are bold. Thank you. Said I like the cross on your hat. Donald Trump is a Christian. Oh, okay. Said what is all that yapping? This yapping is about. What was this title about again? I'm starting to realize why some creators grow faster than others. I just wanted to point this out to people on for content creation, why and how to grow necessarily with content. Though I'm not the biggest creator, like I was just saying previously, I'm not a guru. I don't know everything, but all I'm starting to realize though is that there is a game plan for content. It's just that it does take a long time and it takes a while with consistency because you're not going to be good at it immediately no matter how good you study it. It's going to take time. But another thing I've been noticing is that fast growing creators usually stay inside one clear identity. When people click one video, they understand this is what this channel is about, but a lot of small creators switch between ideas too much. So every video feels like a reset, and that makes growth harder than it needs to be, right? So that's something that's really huge. I will notice a lot of small creators switching different topics and stuff like that. And it definitely is tough because specifically with my channel, my goal for my channel is that I've always wanted my channel to be a growth channel. So basically it's called Marzi's Journey and the goal is that my channel is supposed to follow around my journey. So whether or not I'm pursuing web development, that's going to be documented. If I pursue IT, that will be documented. When I pursue college, that's going to be documented. So in a way, some people may think oh, the content is switching every 2 seconds. But in reality, it's always supposed to be about me. It's supposed to be about the journey on what I am doing from day zero to day 200. Because my goal is to ultimately um try to basically show people that you could pursue whatever you put your mind to. There's gonna be series on this channel where I'm just kind of studying BS, but just to show that you could do it too. Because when you see someone do it, it could give you so much more motivation or inspiration because you're watching along somebody. So one thing I'm starting to realize is that consistency alone doesn't make a channel grow, but consistency only works when your audience understands they're consistently or what they're consistently coming back for. And I think that's where I'm at right now. I'm not trying to act like I have everything figured out. I'm just noticing patterns as I keep uploading. And I'm just going to continue to reveal a little bit of them to you guys as we go down this path. And I think that's what a lot of creators eventually go through and stop guessing. You stop guessing and you start recognizing patterns. And you hear a lot of YouTubers end up mentioning that as well. Said, broski, are you making money from YouTube? Yes, sir. Yes, I am. I'm not making too much money. I do like to call it uh um like a side hustle in a sense. I wouldn't say it's a career income type shit because I'm not making that much. But granted, glory to God, I do have my career job, my career government job. That's like I always tell people if you're pursuing content, pursue stability first because stability is more important. You need to make sure your bills are paid, stuff like that. Main job comes first, then pursue content on the side, which is currently what I am doing, right? Um, but yes, so I do make money, but I haven't made too much. I just made some money off of content creation, which is literally like a dream for one. I always wanted to get monetized, but I never thought this channel was going to be the one that did it. And that's why sometimes the channel, like, that's why I always tell people if you're pursuing YouTube, make sure that you're not only going in it for the views or the money or subscribers because eventually you're going to give up. And if that's not what you want, it's going to happen. Like, I had two other channels where I was chasing views, money, subscribers. And I was chasing it so much on those channels that when I started this one, I didn't really care about what I uploaded. Tell me why this channel became the channel that had the more subscribers that actually got monetized and my other ones didn't get monetized. And it's because when you don't focus on that and you upload for what you're uploading for and you upload for what you like, people can feel that passion behind the camera. They could feel the authenticity behind the camera. They could tell when you're there for the money and when you're there because you just love making content. So that's huge. So how can I overcome the fear of showing myself to the camera? My biggest thing is that I did have a fear with showing myself, but the only reason why I had a fear though was that I felt like people from my real life was going to see my content and I thought that would have been embarrassing, right? But what I started to realize is that specifically with YouTube because I still have this fear a little bit. Cuz with YouTube, YouTube isn't the type of like program or application that connects locally to other people. So if you don't tell people that you have a channel, you could have a hidden ass channel for years and nobody would know until you start probably hitting like 50, 70,000 subs. You might pop up on one of your friends' homes pages. So it's kind of like there's really no at least as long as that's not like if that is your fear, I feel like then you could get over that in that sense because it's not going to pop up unless you have a viral video and then at that point it's not embarrassing because you have a viral video shit. But that was where one of my fears came. I didn't really have another fear about showing myself on camera. I know some people may think like, oh, like I don't feel like I look good, or some people might, want to be more presentable. I think I overcame that in the sense of I just don't care what people think. So it's like if I come on and like shoot, my hair's like this all over the place, that wouldn't necessarily bother me. So it really depends on what the fear of showing yourself actually is. So she's beautiful. How could you even mistake her? Said, who is her? Said, my bad, bro. She's pretty. Thank you, guys. Said, you stud, lol. Yes, sir. Said, nobody wants to watch a stud dog. I'm dead. So how you feel some women simply start OF and become millionaires? I think we just live in a crazy world. That's all I could say. What is up, Justin? Said, how are you doing today? I'm doing great, man. How are you? So I'm also studying for the CompTIA A plus. That's fire, bro. So pleased to be the voice of freedom for the people of Iran. I don't know if you're talking to me, but so I guess my question for everyone watching is when you think about YouTube growth, what do you think matters more? Editing, consistency, ideas, or audience? And what I normally notice is that a lot of people would pick consistency. And I do think consistency is true, but I don't think that's the only key to blowing up on YouTube. Consistency definitely, of course, makes sense. I have been consistent on this channel for about a year, and I believe like maybe 5, 6 months. I'm not sure. Months, sorry. But what I want to say is that consistency definitely is a key, but it's not complete to growing. There's so many other things that come into that aspect, which is why I say it's consistency, but attention. Like I would say attention is first and then be consistent. But you want to get people's attention. You got to build curiosity. You got to get people to stay hooked to keep coming back. And what sucks which is the honest truth, is that people tend to gravitate towards negativity. How much things are popular right now that are super negative, but when you look at things that are positive, aren't that popular. It's because the world just isn't gravitated to to positivity. There's some things people could be stuck on with positivity, but a lot of the stuff is all it's all negative, or it's all immoral. It's all things that people think is like cute and good to be doing. And that basically is what I'm saying, is like if you would want it to grow a channel, and let's say you're just like money hungry, of course negativity is gonna win. But it's positive. Sorry, I was gonna say it's possible. I'm like positive. It's possible to grow off of positivity, but still have attention based off of the positivity, or use different things to create that attention. I won't always say that attention is a negative thing, but this world does gravitate towards negativity. So when you do argue with people, like if I were to start answering these negative comments and I started going back and forth with y'all, guaranteed there will be like 50 to 60 people just stuck in this stream just because they want to see me argue. They're probably even gonna sit there and type more comments. Like that's just the type of world that we live in. There's just people who like that stuff. But that's why attention is key. Attention is huge. Because the more I do this, the more I think attention may actually be the real currency. Not effort, not time, attention. I've seen YouTubers who literally will hop on the camera, no edits, carry the camera like this, and all they're talking about is how they're in debt. They're talking about they're in low income. They're talking about how they're struggling to pay bills. And granted, I call that negativity, but only in the sense of it's like poverty content. It's like you're just pushing being broke to people, and even if they're not broke, they'll still push that type of content to get money. You know what I'm saying? And it just like at that point, it's like you're just selling something, brother. Like I don't know what to tell you, but like you're going crazy. But it's like people could do that, no editing, regular thumbnail, and get paid 4 to 5, $6,000 a month just off of making content like that. So it's just crazy how it can do it, like stuff like that could happen, but it be happening. And I think that's what I'm going to keep paying attention to moving forward, is that because every time something works on YouTube, it usually comes back to that same thing. Did people care enough? And also too, like even if you look at certain like streamers, for instance. And I'm not coming at streamers, right? I love streamers. Streamers, they're killing the game. But if you look at certain streamers, they can convince people, especially from these clips, they can convince people that stuff just happened. And guess what? Sometimes it does happen, but a lot of it is planned, because what these streamers know is that attention is big. So if you could build attention or make someone laugh in a clip, or if you someone gets hurt in a clip, or if somebody's crying in a clip, or if somebody is arguing in a clip, they know it's gonna get views and it's gonna end up pulling their attention to their actual channel. So guess what? They fake a lot of it. Now I'm not saying all of it is fake, but they fake a lot of it. And people can't even see it because they're so stuck on like, oh my god, this is entertaining. Even sometimes it could be fake and shit. People will be like, this is still entertaining. You see some people who are doing like crazy stuff, like just being like, flirting with girls, and you think it's real. It's like sometimes it is, sometimes they could be, it may not be genuine flirting, but they could be, fucking on the low. But most of the time they're there for a check. They know what they're there for. They're coming there, they're gonna flirt on camera, and they're gonna get paid. And it's like, it's crazy, but some people don't peep it, but it's just attention that they're shooting for. So if you're ever going to get into content creation, you have to make people want to watch you. But there is a positive way to do it. Um Negativity though will always grow faster. Yes, like basically a reality TV show. Exactly. That's why these live streams do so well, cuz it's literally like a live reality TV show. Like most of it isn't real. And it's like people just fall for it. There's a big production behind it now. Streaming used to be just this, but no, there's a big production, and I don't blame them. I think they're killing the damn game. That's it. Like it's crazy. It's smart as hell. I don't know who came up with it. It must have been, I don't know if it was Kai or if it was Speed. 'Cause I don't know who was coming up and coming up with these damn like plans or something. But it's literally a huge ass production. It's not just a stream no more. And which is insane. And I think it's beautiful, but uh what people don't get is that it's all for attention grabbing. If and sadly negativity is what grabs attention, or immoral stuff is what grabs attention. It's hard to build a channel like mine, which is I want to talk about growth, start from start at something from day 0, get to day 200. It's hard to get attention for things like that, but it's not impossible. It just takes a long time. Um, like, it takes super long for some reason. He said, "Keep going, about a sub to you." Thank you so much, man. He said, "I tattooed this on my forehead and now people pay attention to me." Listen, but that well, no, that's actually a perfect example too. Some people could get tats all over their face or get a new tattoo. Attention, bro. It's all for attention. So they should drink more lemonade, possibly. So I keep going. Oh, I already read that. So yep, it's basically reality TV. I think I read that too. So I think most people understand it. So I can 100% agree that if you were in a giant tub of cereal right now, you'd have 800 views. Yes, that's what I'm saying. It's like it's just insane, like the world we live in. Because there's people who swear up and down that they would like to see content that is like raw, authentic, and I think there definitely are people out there. But why is it that you guys are more gravitated towards things that are so extravagant, like just big, like a bowl of fucking cereal being inside of it or whatever the hell. Like it's just crazy. You said now you're joking. No, but you're right though. It is facts. It is facts. You said ever wanted to be an engineer entrepreneur. I'm definitely like down, but I would have to look into it to make me a mod. I normally don't have mods because I feel like since I don't have too much people in my chat, I don't really like unless like it was going crazy. Like maybe I'll get a mod, but I don't feel like I need one. He said face tattoos have 30 piercings. Exactly. And they'll like be getting it throughout the months and then their channel's growing. And I'm just like, it's crazy. It is crazy. He said, bro. Or I don't know if he said, Oh, he said, hi, bro. Sorry, my phone translated it for some reason. Hello, man. What is up? He said, oh, hold on, y'all. We got that question again. But no, yeah, so I don't know. It's just crazy. It's crazy, but content creation is lit, and it's just kind of about trying to find your drift and just knowing that if you do try to make positive content, it's gonna be a long time. Not oh my, not OMG, but if you do try to make positive content, it's gonna be a long time. But it's definitely gonna be worth it. You could still grow with positive content. Like I'm trying to think of people who do make some positive content. Well, honestly, I can't think of one. No, I'm just kidding. No, I actually don't watch that much YouTubers, so I really wouldn't know exactly what it is. You said the sign could use some work. It does the job though. No, yes, I messed up because I started using it as like my notes real quick, and then I screwed it up. I screwed it up. So I definitely do need to like. But the problem is though is with the sign, I had to write it backwards because this camera is flipped. So I had to write everything like backwards and shit. So I gotta make sure that if I do redo it, like I have to really be precise because I went through like 5 fucking pieces of paper just trying to write that backwards. I was like, come on. It was crazy. 'Cause I first I put it on the wrong side of the paper, then I think I put it regularly. It was bad. So it's more about the roller coaster of emotions. It has to be fresh constantly. No, yes, because once you kind of stick to a specific topic for too long, people start to want to leave. Like or they probably aren't going to be stuck on it or they're not going to really care because they're going to feel like they heard it before. And that's currently something that I feel like I go through with my channel sometimes is like I'll make a video but maybe the topic is like too similar to something I previously said, and then I feel like that could drive some people to be like, "Oh, I'm not gonna watch this because I feel like I already watched it." So it's like you really do need to be like strategic. Like there's a big strategy behind it, but as a small creator, it's gonna take time for you to end up learning. I'm still learning to this day. I definitely have seen things that can make things be better. Like I've seen the vertical streams get good views, and I feel like by the analytics, I could tell what made it get there. Sometimes you could try to replicate it, but it won't work. Simply because as a small creator, sometimes as a small creator, when you see something work, you tend to overdo it, and then when you overdo it, your views will drop or something that's really huge that small creators do is that let's say they get a viral video instead of trying to capitalize off of the viral video they'll do like probably like a oh thank you guys so much for 100,000 views the people that just watch that video sorry excuse me that just watched that video, that subscribed and everything, did not come to see a thank you video tomorrow. You know what I'm saying? So that's why that video got 100,000 views, and that's why this video went back to 300 views. Like you see a lot of YouTubers who get viral videos and they don't end up building off of it or becoming famous off of it or growing their channel off of it because they didn't execute properly. They didn't try to make another video that could have built off of that video. What they decided, or sometimes they'll do the exact same topic, thinking if they spam that exact same topic, it's gonna blow up. But that's just not the case. That's just not how YouTube works. You need to definitely like you need to just build off of it. And so you will see a lot of small creators who've had viral videos but it didn't continue to grow. And I'm not saying that if it were me, oh, I could have done things differently. Who knows? You never know what you're going to do in the moment at the end of the day. It just comes down to whenever it happens, just try to make a video just like regular because they subscribed for that reason. And whatever that reason was, keep the same style of content, try to switch up the topic but still make it somewhat similar and just see where you would go from there. Um so you never really know. But let me get back to some of these comments. I'm gonna have to scroll back up though to end up seeing. You said it's more about. Oh, I read that. It said, "Yo, what's good? I'm new to the channel. Hey, what is up, man? Hopefully, you end up hitting that subscribe button. Or you probably left already. You should get a whiteboard and some dry erase markers. Theoretical physics draws a crowd. That is true. That is true. I could end up doing that because that probably would be something that would be an attention grabber, right? Because if I have a board up here and I'm drawing, motherfuckers gonna be like, "What is you drawing?" Right? So maybe even doing that could be helpful. So Speed did well because his social inhibitions are naturally low. He doesn't mind embarrassing himself, which also invokes a lot of curiosity. No, definitely, I agree with that too. But which I think is pretty lit for him. Like he definitely does great with acting like that or being like that. Definitely that's what ended up making him grow. But yeah. Said anyways, the thing that makes us popular are the things we're too embarrassed to do. Pros and cons. Facts, maybe. He said, see you later. See you later, my guy. He said, where are you from? I am from the USA. He said, potatoes and cabbage. You look like you got emotional baggage. That was actually really good. That was actually really good. What is up? What is up? I don't know how to say your name. Emerald? I'm not sure. But yeah, so you said, can I be your boyfriend? No. But yeah, so with content creation, it's crazy. It definitely is crazy. Cause there's just so much to it that of course like we're gonna have to as you continue to make videos, you end up just learning different things. But what I'm going to end up doing is I'm gonna end up putting up a poll real quick or questions up. Let me see if I can put some questions up. But I definitely do think there's some channels who definitely do get lucky, of course. And luck, of course, is really big. But sometimes too, it's like right after that luck, like maybe after that video kind of goes crazy, if you can continue to keep it going, you might be able to say that it's not luck no more. I'm trying to see if there's something. Can consistency overcome bad content? Ooh, this is actually gonna be a good one. This is a good question. What makes you click a video? Ooh, this is a good question, y'all. What makes you click a video, like a YouTube video? What immediately intrigues you? Is it the title? Is it the thumbnail? Is it the views? Right? Some people see videos and they'll be like, "Oh, I'm trying to learn something or I'm trying to watch something." You'll see it has 100,000 views. You might see another channel that has 1,000 views and you just pick the 100,000 views. Like, what in your brain goes before, or what ends up going through your head when you pick a YouTube video? So why? Cause no gang. Not you asking again, bro. So hello, I am Turkey. Hey, hello. I guess. How are ya? What makes you click a video? Cause I remember back when I was younger, I definitely used to click videos because I feel like I did focus on other people's views. So I'd be like, oh, this video has 100,000 views. I'm gonna go click that video. I'm gonna watch this, yada yada. Of course, though, it had to be a topic I was interested in. But if it was a YouTuber that didn't necessarily get that much views on that topic, then I feel like from there I just wouldn't watch it. But then eventually I got to a point where I started to watch small creators and really support small creators. But I think it was around the time I became a small creator. And I was like, ooh, I'm gonna leave a like, I'm gonna comment, or I'm just gonna watch all this because I do support small creators. We're all small creators. Um, I genuinely love small creators. But that used to be like the first thing that I would look at. And then eventually I do notice too when like the thumbnail could be good, the title could be good. I never really cared as long as the video is about what I think it's about. But yeah, if that first 30 seconds doesn't hook me or if you answer that question too quickly, I'm outie. Cause at that point I feel like I already heard it. So you're scrolling through different lives. It's pretty dope. It's pretty dope. But yeah, that's currently one of the questions that I was wondering. It's probably not gonna end up getting answered though. Because as I could tell right now, is that YouTube, well, granted, YouTube actually did push the stream out a little bit more, but not as much as my last two streams, which is something I'm looking at. So just put a get in the thumbnail and anyone's guess, it doesn't matter. That is true. And that is something, but that isn't the type of content I feel like I'm interested in, or I just wouldn't want to end up getting views for something like that. So I thought that was a big ass spider on my floor. But I feel like I wouldn't want to end up getting views for something like that. Like that just wouldn't be what I'm interested in. But of course, people could end up doing that, and it could work. Shit. So start playing with viewers on live. I probably could one of these days. The only game I have is Among Us. I said, is it? Oh, why would you ask me that, gang? I said, hi, what is up, y'all? What is up? What is up? How are you guys doing? If you guys have any questions though, y'all can definitely go and ask away. But yeah, I was gonna say because something I can notice now, which is like you said, this generation is cooked. The lust everyone is selling is insane. No, yeah, that's what I'm saying though. That's why I'm like that type of stuff. Like to me, that would be like immoral content. Like I wouldn't want to do that type of content just for views. Like, and the thing is that there's some people who feel like it's okay because they'll be like, okay, I'm doing it just for this amount of views and then I'm gonna stop making that type of content, and then I'm gonna switch my content. And it's like, but deep down, like you're already messing with your soul doing all that type of stuff. Like that's crazy. It's like, but at the end of the day, sadly, that's what ends up bringing attention. Like all the immoral stuff brings attention. You don't really see too many people who are doing good things and then they're blowing up. Because even the people that you think are doing good things, let's say they're doing like a game show or whatever the hell, but then it turns out that it's all a facade. It turns out that they already pre-planned a winner. So deep down you thought it was good content, but no, they're doing everything off a script or off a lie. And then it's like none of it was even real to begin with. Like finding genuine, real, authentic content um is difficult, but I don't like crap on other people who do make different types of content or like scripted types of content. I think as long as it's in the form of of entertainment, without kind of mixing in like immoral things, I feel like shit, I could find it funny. Even sometimes somebody will do something immoral, but it would be some funny shit though. I'll be like, damn, that actually was funny. But there's some people who do take it so far, like they're not even playing, like they're dead serious about what they're doing, and people are just laughing at it. And I'm like, I'm like, I don't know what the hell is going on. But that's just where this world ended up coming to. People just start doing things for views, clicks, and money, and it's like we shouldn't be trying to live like that. Like I know that people believe, that getting all this money can allow us to live a good life, but what is good about it when all of it is probably a lie or all of it is surrounded around negativity? Like I know if you're surrounding yourself around all that negative stuff, like you're probably not even you probably think negative. You know what I'm saying? Like there's no way you could be enjoying all of that. Like at the end of the day, you're probably still trying to reach for a goal you can't even reach yet. So you're in a new position that still is confusing or still makes you sad or whatever the hell. So it's just kind of crazy. So there's this one dude that averages 2.5K on YouTube for Among Us. Oh, that's lit. That is. Oh, I said Among Us. I meant to say Fall Guys. My fault. So you look like African Beauty. Thank you. Said facts. Agreed. No, yeah, man. It's just crazy out here. But I love content creators. I think they are very strategic, right? I think content, like I said, attention is huge, and I think they know the game very well. Um, but that's just not a game I'm willing to play. But if there's people who are willing to play that type of game, there's a space and a lane for you on YouTube. No, I'm just kidding. There's a space for you with content creation. Like if y'all is willing to do crazy shit like that, like you could probably blow up anywhere. But I never been down to that, and I would always stay true to myself because I feel like there is a place for people who are real, raw, and authentic. It's just gonna take a long time because there's people who are looking for it, but because social media be so damn like messy, they kind of aren't really watching. So they have to really stumble across you. Said, go away, bro. Don't ask inappropriate questions. What question was asked? I missed it. He said what I do. Um, yeah, I have no idea. I don't know if he's talking to you or if he's talking to somebody else. Oh my goodness, I'm getting tired, y'all. But if y'all have any questions or anything y'all want to end up talking about, definitely let me know. We're kind of nearing the end of this here. I'm gonna stay on for, well, I might stay on for like an extra 20 minutes, but just let me know. So where you from? I'm from the USA. I normally don't say the exact state that I'm from, but I'm from the USA. Do y'all have anything else? Oh my god, I feel so drained, bro. But it's because I just got out of work. Like, I'm tired. I'm so happy too because I'm about to start having 2 days off, like normal, but I haven't had 2 days off for a minute. You see, you have a question. What is up? What is up? What is up? What is up? Why do people be announcing that they have a question? Just ask. Just ask the question. What if I just left? Because you didn't ask the question in time, man. No, I'm just kidding. He said, what made you switch to a stud? Oh, crazy question. Um, I feel like when I first was in I think when I was growing up, I was already a tomboy. Like, so I already wore literally the exact clothes that I'm wearing now. Like, the only time I wore anything that was girly was literally when my mom or my dad like dressed me. But other than that, I was always in tomboyish outfits. Like, I loved having jeans, because at that time, girls were wearing dresses. I was always in jeans. I always had a shirt. I always had a hoodie. And even at that time too, when I was younger and I had my hair out, like, oh, my hair could literally be out, curled down, or tied back. And people would still ask me the question that someone just asked me now, which is, are you a girl or boy? And it's like, no matter what I did, even if my hair was down curly, people asked me that damn question. So I don't know if it was just meant to be. Like, I'm like, what the hell? Um, but I definitely was always a tomboy. And then well, not tomboy. I would just say I always dressed like this. Like, this was always my style. Um, but then I think in middle school, I believe that's when I actually started to like girls. But it wasn't like I went from like, oh, I used to like boys and then now I like girls. I just think I never really liked the boys. Like I should have known that it was happening, but I didn't really like the boys. I was like, oh, these boys are kind of like weird. But even though I was like this with them, though, like I mean, like I'm telling you, I was always with the boys, but I just couldn't like them. I don't know if it's because the boys let me see a perspective or a side of them that they normally don't show girls, but it made me not like them. And so I was just, but not in like that way, but just in an attraction way. Like I just felt like I couldn't be attracted. And then I started getting attracted to girls, and it just kind of grew from there. I just don't feel attracted to a guy. So do you look like you had cancer in your previous life? Nope. Said, hey beautiful, hello man. Says she could be our bro. Said, how's the journey to IT going? The journey to IT is going great, man. It is going great. I'm currently trying to take my core two, still practicing. Hopefully I take it next week or the week after next week, I believe. I don't know when the fuck I said I was gonna take it. I don't fucking know. I'm gonna take it sometime. Said, your style fly, yo. Thank you, man. Thank you. He said, okay. Said to me, girls. He said, hello. Want to talk? Oh, you're talking to somebody else. Said, stud apocalypse. Said, oops, asked that mid question. Sorry. I don't know if you, wait, what did you ask? I missed it. Oh. No, yeah, it's all good. So I can dress as a girl if you want. I mean, I don't really know. Said, interesting. He said, hi, hello. Hello, you still there? Yes, sir. Oh, wait, you're talking to someone else. But yeah, so it was strange. I don't really have like a story. Like, you know how some people, like when they're like some people believe like all like lesbians and gay people have like that story of like, oh, someone did this to me and then that's when I was straight, or someone did this and that's when I was gay. I was like, I genuinely don't know. Like when the transition happened, it wasn't something that happened to me. It was just more like I always dressed like this. Like that's why I always tell people like if I was straight, I would still dress like this because I always did. Like I never found feminine clothing. Like I hated. You can ask my mom. Like I hated wearing dresses at the age of 7. I hated like just girly things like getting my nails painted. Like well, because my mom tried painting my nails like pink and shit. I was like, girl, you better stop. And I started saying all that shit at like 7, 8, 9, 10. But there was nothing that happened. Like it was just I slowly just didn't like girly shit, and I really started wearing literally the exact outfits that I had, and then boom, and just in middle school, that's just when that happened. And it was even crazier too, because in school, like you're supposed to wear a uniform. So I was like, how the hell am I still getting asked if I'm a girl or boy? Like, what do y'all niggas want me to wear? Like, not every girl was sitting there wearing dresses. I'm like, and my hair's down, brother. Like, what you want? But I guess it was maybe just like an aura, like people could just kind of tell. So, but yeah, it was crazy. It was crazy. I don't really have too much of a story. Said, hello, you still? Oh wait, sorry, reread that. Say what's up. Say slow. I want to say English like you. If you're trying to say to talk slow, it's really hard for me to do that. So do you prefer digital notes or handwritten? I love handwritten and digital notes. I feel like digital notes are good for keeping things organized, but I what sucks about digital notes is that it's kind of like you're playing with technology the whole fucking way through. I'm like, I just want to get to my notes. Like, why am I sitting here uppercasing this, then lowercasing that, then re-angling it, then putting it in the middle? I'm like, I just would rather just start writing my damn notes. So I kind of prefer physical more often. So, didn't you guys find attractive, or didn't guys find you attractive at that time since you switched to that? Stopped taking the puberty blockers. Oh, I'm like, what the hell? Not the puberty blockers. I think at that time, yes, guys did end up finding me attractive. And there were guys pursuing me, but I just didn't find guys attractive. That was just the issue. Like it wasn't about, because even now, like there will be dudes who still end up trying to like holler at me in real life, or they'll say certain things, or you could just tell. But I just simply am not attractive. Like I know I'm attracted, sorry. And I know that some people would think like, oh, maybe it's just a girl that never got hit on by a dude, so she don't know. It's like no, like I got hit on by guys. I just wasn't attracted. I don't know what it was. And then there was never a guy who like walked past me where I felt attracted to. I never really had that sense of it. I think 'cause, like, I feel like when it came to elementary school, of course, you're not able to really develop those type of feelings, but I felt like since I did see my mom and my dad, I used to like, I would have that mindset of, like, "Oh, like, it's supposed to be a guy and a girl." So when it came to elementary school, I feel like that was my mindset. So I did have the mindset of, like, "Oh, yeah, I'm supposed to be with a guy," but I just never seen a dude that I actually was attracted to. I just did the things that I seen from parents, you know what I'm saying? Like, it was just like, oh, I'm supposed to like him, but I don't really like him. And then when I got older, I realized like I just don't like, and I didn't even know I liked girls neither. Like I actually would tell people like I just don't like no one. Like I was like fuck it, I don't like anyone. And then that's just when I ended up discovering it was in middle school, and then I got to high school and stuff like that. Um, so yeah, I don't really know when that shift ended up happening, or no, I know when, but I just don't know why. It's strange, but hey, not this. Not this, not this, not this. I love this question. I'm not gonna cap. Oh, not two people. Not two people. You said nice question. You're talking about, didn't we talk about that question? Not three people on this. Or is that the same person? Oh no. Oh wait a second. Why the hell did my phone? Oh, I was gonna say you guys are just sending more questions. I'm like, what the hell? I'm like, my question changed on my phone. So you play games? Yes, I do. I play. Well, I don't really play games like that, but I do like story-based games. But because I do work a lot at my job and I study a lot, I feel like I don't really have too much time to play games, so I don't really play video games like that. So just be you, that's all. So it looks like a girl. Sometimes people are genuinely not attracted to the opposite gender. No, yeah, I definitely do believe that. Like I know that, like when it comes to like if we're talking about biblically, because I feel like he might be coming from a biblical standpoint, I'm not sure. Just because of the way that he was kind of talking. But I feel like biblically, like I know that it says man and woman, but I think people tend to think that that means people are naturally attracted to the other gender. But I know that that may be how it's supposed to be, but that's why there's that like that's why people could be gay because it's not natural. Sometimes it could be like they could just be attracted to a different gender. I'm not saying that it's right or not. I'm just saying that when you see someone come from a specific religion, they'll think like, oh, but it's natural to be attracted to the other gender. So if you're not, something's wrong. But it's like, no, it's just like any other sin. You know what I'm saying? Like we all have our sin, we all have our things that we go through. It doesn't mean that you're like mentally ill. It's just like sometimes some people just lack that. They don't have that. There's some people out here who are murdering, but there's some people who don't murder, and it's like some people had that moral guard that is like, I'm not going to murder, but some people can cross that line. It doesn't make one person crazier than the other. It's just there's just shit going on. There's demons, there's spiritual warfare going on. Um so that's kind of how I end up seeing it. Ooh, damn, I almost knocked y'all down. Y'all okay? Are y'all okay? But there's like spiritual warfare going on, and so I feel like some people come from that perspective. So in their head, they can't wrap their minds around the fact that someone genuinely can't like the opposite gender or be attracted to the opposite gender. It's like it's possible. It really is possible. It's just I'm not saying whether it's right or wrong. Said sometimes people. Oh wait, no, I read that. Said I think she. Not I think she gay. Said Looney, you lunatic. Read my message. Said hey my guy, how's it going? Hello y'all. Said Crow from my manga. It's just going. Said two locks, don't open a lock. I don't know what the hell that's about. So can I ask something? I understand if you don't want to talk about it, if you have experienced depression. No, I actually haven't, which is crazy because you would think I would have, because I did go through like a lot. Like I went through deaths. Well, probably that would probably say I would say that's like the most that I really went through was like deaths and then maybe certain people not being in my life. Um and yeah, with just people dying at certain ages. But surprisingly, I never really felt like I experienced depression. I've always been someone who's been super optimistic and then I genuinely believed in God and I believed in that hope of we will all reunite one day. Like so there was never really anything that I think got me to a point where I was just like destroyed. You know what I'm saying? I definitely have felt sad, but I just never had that feeling of depression. So you got decent looks but no brain. Thank you. I don't mind. I don't mind. It's the fact shows that Jesus loves you. Amen. Hallelujah. Jesus loves us all. You say you're the most handsomest stud I've ever seen. Thank you. So can you give a birthday? Nope, you're not gonna get me. So spiritual warfare is correct. People out there in the world are crazy and delusional. Yeah, no, yes. Like it's insane because it's like I wouldn't say that they're crazy and delusional, but I think the world is crazy. And I think, of course, us humans are evil, of course, because we can't be perfect. We can't be good besides, believing in Jesus Christ. And then that's when we are washed and that's when we're clean. So I definitely think the world is evil and I think the world is crazy. Oh, you did say the world. Sorry. They said people. Um, but yeah, but it's insane. But at the end of the day, it's like we're all going through something because there's something bigger than just what people really think. Like there is spiritual warfare going on. People are getting attacked in different directions, and that's why when people say like it's not blood. I forgot how they say it. It's not blood against blood or it's not flesh against flesh. How does it go? It's not blood versus blood. I don't remember, but it's supposed to be like we're not supposed to be going against each other as people. There's something else that is causing all of this to happen, and we need to be focused. Of course, be focused on Jesus because Jesus is going to be the one to get us out of this. But you know, that's just how it be. So death is our curse for being alive. That's actually crazy. I actually see death as a blessing, but it depends on how you see it. Said Danny, don't you dare question the delusion. That's the only good thing in this world. It said I don't know what you said. Oh, you said, oh shoot. I don't know what that was related to. You said Leo Lee, what the F is the philosophy? Say people got to live their lives, peeps, relationships with God and specific to them. Judgment from a higher power and is individualistic, not community based. I don't know what that's about. I don't know. I honestly I don't notice what I be saying. So when people say something, I'm like, what are we talking about? So if you're genuinely not attracted to the opposite gender, then it's got something to do with psychological conditioning. Um, I don't know. Maybe it could be. Maybe it could be. I never really looked into it. I never really looked into it. He said, F everything, just chill. So the curses of our life is death are, I mean, whoa, sorry. The cures of our life is death. Our cures of happiness is sadness. The sunshine only feels good after a bad rainstorm. So people just love their misery in the hell they can't let go of. He said meals for the homeless or meals for the hungry. Sorry. So which team are you supporting in the FIFA Cup? I haven't been watching. So would you rather have high IQ or low IQ? I wouldn't really care. I don't need no high IQ or low IQ. I wouldn't really mind either. So Lily is amigo with low IQ. So what was your favorite grade in school? Or if you mean like favorite class, um oh like favorite grade as in like I'll probably have to say sophomore year, I believe. Yeah, sophomore year. Actually, you know what? I would actually say senior year. Never mind. I'll say senior year. That was probably my better years. I love senior year. Definitely, definitely, definitely. But yeah, do y'all have any other questions? So by the way, I've had depression as well. Hey, it's all good. I know some people do end up dealing with that. I'm honestly shocked. I haven't really dealt with that before. Like I said, I felt deep sadness, but I never really felt like depression. Like I don't know. Depression hasn't really been something um that I really felt. It's literally nothing new. I knew it. Oh, this is so confusing because y'all be talking to each other. I'm like, what the hell's going on? I'm like, what the hell is going on? But yeah, thank y'all so much for tuning into this stream. By the way, y'all are definitely watching it up. Make sure you guys end up hitting that like button. Keep pursuing. You said, well, no more questions. You have no more questions. No one has any more questions. I'm trying to see if there's anything I can come off with the top of my head. So Leo, I say, if you are depressed, then become happy. Feel like happiness comes from the Lord. Amen. Hallelujah. Once you get that weight lifted off your shoulders, that's where true happiness is, man. True happiness. Straight up from the Lord. I love God so much, man. Make sure you guys end up I mean, I don't know what I was, I was gonna say. Make sure you guys end up praying. I'm like, wait a second, what am I talking about? That is not what I meant. I just wanted to say all glory to God for everything, for literally the stream. All glory to God for the life I live. Glory to God for the life you guys are living. Hopefully it blesses you guys. Hopefully if things are going bad, hopefully there is a lesson to be learned. I always try to see things optimistically, you know, when things do happen, especially like with the passings in my life, instead of thinking like, oh, this is like a bad thing. I feel like I always seen it as there's a lesson to be learned. There's something to be learned within this. And at the end of the day, they're just going home. It's not like they're going to anywhere crazy. Like they're going home. They're gonna be in peace. They're gonna be with the Lord, and so will I. And so those things end up keeping you going and keep you pushing. And different stuff like that, which is why, you know. So hey Mars, so what are you up to? I'm not really up to much. I do gotta end up starting my second stream a little bit later. You said LOL, my comment was because God was mentioned, so my response was any judgment should be from God and is between you and God. Oh yes, yes. Exactly, right? We shouldn't be sitting here judging other people. It's not our place, right? Our place, and I think this is where people get it a little bit misconstrued because I believe they use the word judge in the Bible. But I feel like our place is that if you are, of course, in a church and you're with other believers and you're noticing a believer is stepping out of line and calling sin, let's say they're calling sin right or they're calling sin true and other people are agreeing, that's when you can come in that place and be like, what are you guys talking about? That wouldn't be judgment. You're trying to protect the place of the Lord. And so you were allowed to call those things out. That's why they say, you know, to bring it in front of two people, or bring it in front of three people, and then bring it in front of the church. And then if they're not learning, kick them out. It doesn't necessarily mean that, oh, these people are going to hell. It's that it's better for them to be out of the church because what they're going to do is persuade people into thinking wrong things are right. So then you have to kind of kick them out, let them learn that that is wrong because God is going to show it to them because it's not up to you, it's up to God. And when it gets shown to them, then you can welcome them back whenever they figure that type of stuff out, right? And it's not necessarily saying like, oh, this person needs to be out of that sin. It's just no, the person needs to recognize that that sin is sin. When you try to say sin isn't sin, that's where it ends up coming from that place. But uh people end up taking that as oh, you know, that person is being judged and we're not supposed to judge people. It's like, well, no, you're not supposed to judge people outside in that sense. But if you're in a church and people are saying things like that, it's like then that's where you would kick them out. It's not about being judgmental. It's just they're calling something that's wrong right. But if you were doing that sin but you called it wrong and you ask for forgiveness and you repent and you do your thing, you know, there's more to it, right, than that, but just that's just the plain level surface of it. They're not gonna end up kicking you out because you're not sitting there doing nothing like crazy. You just have a regular sin like everybody else that you're struggling with. Different things like that. But some people end up taking it differently. But I agree though. You're definitely not supposed to be judging people because judgment does come from the Lord. It's not supposed to be coming from you. It's not your job to pinpoint and choose, you know, who's going to heaven, who's going to hell, who's following God, who isn't. Like it's not your place. Focus on you. Focus on the Jesus. And then if you run into some people who want to learn about God and they want to grow with God, you can focus on them, make them your disciple. You know, and try to teach them if you want, but you can't force people into it. You know what I'm saying? He said, Leo, you mother ever made me serious. He said, why'd you sleep with my husband? I'm sorry, what the hell? He said, Leo, just study, work out, and remember concussionness, or what, concussionness is the biggest gift. You are free. If I am talking like this again. It is so good to see you. Hello, man. It's like Chinese people took over in a short live stream on that. They work and do live streams. So are you, I don't know what the hell, what the hell is that? Gina sexual. I mean a church talker. I was just coming from a gay streamer. I was mad as hell. So I'm fine now. Flynn said it was when I was a teenager. So please don't take this as flirting, but I have not seen such a beautiful lady in recent times. Yeah, thank you. He said amen. Hallelujah. Said drifting out, so how long it's been without coffee. Said yeah, amen. He says life not deep. So what music are you into? If you're talking to me, I'm. I don't really have too much of good music that I'm into. I don't really have like a specific artist. I just kind of listen to different things, stuff like that. I said, yo, what's your age? I'm 22, about to be 23. He said, what's your skin routine? I actually don't have one, and I do need to get one because though my skin is clear, my skin is definitely clear, is that my skin is dry though. Like you can't really see it on camera, but well, I don't think it's dry right now. But I'll notice that I'll have like flakes like in my eyebrows or like flakes here. But my skin is clear though. Like I don't be having no like pimples or anything. Sometimes I could. I think I had one like I don't even know where it was at. I think it was, but it's not like fully. So yo, where you at? The USA? You said you got someone interested? Oh no, I'm okay. I'm chilling. I'm taking. Said I want to go to the mountains and serve the Russian monks. Said oh, I think I have that, but I don't think I've used it. Like I think I literally have that in my closet. That's the lotion, right? It comes with like a cream and then it comes with a cleanser. I believe I have it. So are you gay? Well, lesbian. Said yo, hi from the UK. Hello. Said hey, what is up, Zaid? How are you? How are you guys? Thank y'all for tuning in. I don't want to leave. Y'all are kind of goaded, bro. Said I'm from the UEA. I don't even know what that is. The same Flynn. Oof, my back kind of hurts, bro. I don't know what it is, but my back is hurting. I hate that this camera is like flipped. I wonder if there's like a button to end up fixing that. Oh no, I think that's how you turn that off. So that's all you need. So they look so peaceful. Says you could leave. We'll be good. Said lesbian OMG. But alright, yeah, I'm gonna end up leaving. Yep, I'm gonna go. I'm getting tired. But if y'all want to end up tuning into the stream, I come on every single day at around 7 to like 7:10ish, 7:30. Like just bear with me around 7. I'm gonna be there 7 p.m. EST. And so if you guys want to end up seeing my streams, definitely go and check it out. Then um I should have a YouTube video releasing tomorrow. My goodness, I'm like dying. I should have a YouTube video releasing tomorrow. Hopefully, you guys can end up checking that one out. If you haven't seen my previous YouTube video, make sure you guys end up checking that out too. And I think that might be it for right now. Make sure you guys end up checking out my YouTube post. That would be nice. But I really would prefer you guys to watch my YouTube video, watch it all the way through, leave a like, leave a comment, do y'all thing. Do y'all thing. Alright. You said, real quick, I'm gonna answer some of these and then I'm gonna go. So what we doing? I'm about to dip. You said, gang, I thought you were gay. I'm a lesbian. You said you be on TikTok too. I do have a TikTok, but I haven't uploaded on there. I believe my TikTok is Marzy's Journey. Um, you said no disrespect. I don't know what that was towards. Not gray alien. Thank you. I like it. I like it. But yeah, catch you on the next one. I thought Leo was gonna end up saying something because I'm like no disrespect. I'm like I don't know what we're talking about. Oh wait, you said I work 8 hours a day and you're just sitting there. How are you tired? I work 8 hours a day too, brother. What you trying to say? I be working. I work a government job for one, and I work 8 hours a day. I work I want to say 6 days out the week, y'all. 6 days out the week. But eventually, that's gonna end up going down to 5 days. I do work, even though I have my 12-hour study streams. Remember, they are pre-recorded streams. The goal is for you to study along with it, and that's all that is. That is all that is. Said Leo, I need to go have my coffee, study maths and grind maths. Just a lie to people, maths is easy. Said for what? Said, oh, you still practice web development? Yes, I do. Said work. Said good stuff. Said life's so good, guys. God's good. Amen. Hallelujah. But I'll catch y'all in the next one. Y'all are super goated. Deuces. Deuces, deuces, deuces.